This is First News, presented by Westminster College.
Good evening, this is First News. Some of our top stories tonight. We'll take a look at the results after last night's voting. Newcastle and Neshannock School District remain on strike, and Westminster College is helping to eliminate world hunger. But first, Krista Ramasini joins us with a look at the weather. Drew Ellen will be back with a look at sports. There was some excitement at the Civic Arena last night. Drew will tell us all about it when we come back.
There are people out there who need help, but don't have anyone with the right skills and knowledge to turn to for help with their taxes. You or your organization can be there for someone who needs help. Volunteer your time, and the IRS will volunteer the training to help make someone's taxes less taxing.
Some people think Social Security is just for retirement.
But if a serious illness or injury puts you out of work, Social Security can pay disability.
Even if your years for retirement.
And it will pay your family survivor's benefits if somehow your life gets cut short.
So what benefits can you expect? Find out by calling 1-800-2345-SSA.
For your own personal earnings and benefit estimate statement. Social Security, it's not just for retirement.
It's for life.
Good afternoon, I'm Drew Elling with sports on this Wednesday. Well, last night, the Pittsburgh Penguins, putting along near the bottom of the Patrick Division, took on the hottest team in hockey. The Calgary Flames came to town last night sporting an 11-5 record, tops in the NHL, hoping to add to their success against Pittsburgh. To pick up the action in the first period, Calgary was doing just that with a 1-0 lead, but Paul Coffey on the break with a shot that Mike Vernon saves temporarily before Joey Mullen knocks it in his first game against his former teammates. Only a minute later, Penn's at it again. Randy Gann working hard behind the net, puts the puck in the net, and the Penguins are up 2-1. 45 seconds later, can't hold your breath in this one. Calgary's Jamie McCallum fires it past Frank Pietrangelo, who was replaced by Tom Grasso after one period. 23 seconds later, Paul Ranheim makes it 3-2 Calgary. 19 seconds later, Makarov finds Nieuwendyk, who finds the net 4-2 Calgary. Not over yet, though. Penguins got a power play. 5 against 3. Just as the fourth man gets out there, Zarley Zalapski fires one past Vernon to make it 4-3 Flames. Still 4-3 in the third period when in front of the net, Mark Recchi finds Cohen, who finds Zalapski for his second goal of the night, and we're tied. Calgary, though, gets a power play of their own. Al McGinnis to Ranheim to Doug Gilmore, and Calgary leads by 1. 55 seconds later, John Cohen with a nice pass to Bob Harry, who finds the net, makes it 5-5. Not over yet, though. Penguins get a power play with just over a minute left. And with 20 seconds in regulation, Paul Coffey with the seeing eye shot through about 3 guys right here, finds the net, and the Penguins win in a thriller 6-5. Mario looks thrilled, at least. He's the big guy in the back, at least able to stand up, which is a good sign. Head coach Bob Johnson was happy.
You guys are playing a team like that. You can sit down tomorrow and watch the tape. You know it's going to be a good ending. And, reevaluate your players. I don't know where you were sitting, but it was a tremendous pace in that game. It was very, very physical, too. So it's a good game to really judge where the Penguins are right now.
Other scores in the NHL last night. Washington 4, Quebec 1. It was the Nordiques' 7th consecutive loss. In a meeting of the cellar dwellers, New York 4, Toronto 3. Toronto's record is 2-14-1, while New York is at a stellar 5-10. Chicago 1, Hartford 1 in overtime. Hartford is another team that is struggling at 4-8-3, but they did manage to pull out the tie against the first-place team in the North Division. It was Philadelphia 4, Winnipeg 2, and St. Louis 2, Edmonton 1. Brett Hull scored his league-leading 17th goal of the season as the Blues handed the lowly Oilers their 9th loss with only 2 wins. In NBA action last night, Charlotte 113, New Jersey 105. Armin Gilliam scored 27 points for Charlotte, and handing the Nets their 31st consecutive road loss. Cleveland 102, Orlando 95. The Magic shot only 34% from the field and losing their 16th consecutive home game. It was a new record. Cleveland had the old one, and they were happy to give it away. Milwaukee 106, Miami 94, Indiana 98, Minnesota 96, Dallas 96, New York 91, Boston 110, Chicago 108. The Celtics were down 11 points in the fourth quarter, and Brian Shaw's layup at the buzzer capped the comeback as the Celtics got their third win to open the season and handed the Bulls their third straight loss. And in the shootout, Houston 145, Denver 135. Kenny Smith scored 35 points, including 7 free throws in the final 109 of the game to lift his team to victory. And in the Pacific Division in the NBA, it's interesting to see the team from LA at the top of the standing. The Clippers, that is, with a 2-0 record, are ahead of the other LA team, the Lakers, who are currently second to last in the division with an 0-1 record, but they've still got plenty of time left. In baseball yesterday, the National League Rookie of the Year was announced. Dave Justice of the Atlanta Braves was nearly the unanimous choice, finishing with all but one first-place vote. Justice, as a rookie, finished batting .282 with 28 homers and 78 RBIs. Not bad for a rookie who replaced one Dale Murphy at first base. Not bad at all. Also yesterday, Bubby Brister was named the Offensive Player of the Week in the NFL. After a miserable first part of the season, Bubby and company have fought their way back into first place in the AFC Central Division, tied with the Bengals. Bubby was 11 for 17 for 216 yards and 2 touchdowns this past Sunday. He also has a quarterback rating of 129 over the last 5 weeks, which is, believe me, very good. 100 is an outstanding rating, and Bubby has that by 29. Also, more big news in track and field. Randy Barnes and Butch Lewis, both record holders in their respective events, have been suspended for testing positive for steroid use. They are expected to appeal, but if it is turned down, both would face a 2-year ban, forcing them to miss the 91 World Championships and the 92 Olympics. West Virginia Wesleyan is coming into town this weekend to face the Titans. They boast the #2 passing defense in the country, the #2 punter in the country with a 42.3 yards per kick average, and one of the top receivers in the country in Mike Baird, who is 6 feet 5 inches tall and has 50 catches and 10 touchdowns on the year. So they will be no pushover. Also, the Titan Hoop Squad is getting ready to start their season in a few weeks. Tonight they had a scrimmage planned against Geo Collins. That's it for sports. For Cable 9, I'm Drew Owen.
Thanks, Drew. That's a look at the news and sports tonight. Be sure to join us tomorrow night for all the day's top stories. Good night.